financially, and watching both of the men I'd been involved with build amazing lives with other women. Gary had found someone who appreciated his stability and genuineness, and my affair partner had found someone who deserved his passion and excitement. The worst part was realizing that everyone saw me as the problem. Gary's friends, our mutual friends, even some of my own family members seemed to think I'd gotten what I deserved. They saw a woman who'd cheated on her husband, lied about it for years, and then couldn't handle it when he did the same thing. But they didn't understand the whole story. They didn't know about all the years Gary had taken me for granted, or how emotionally unavailable he'd been, or how I tried to tell him what I needed, and he just ignored me. They only saw the affair and my reaction to his affair, not the context that led to everything falling apart. 6 months after the divorce was finalized, I found out they bought a house together in the nice part of town, the same area Gary and I had always talked about moving to but could never afford. Apparently, with her income added to his, they could afford the life I'd always wanted but never achieved. I also heard through the grapevine that Gary had gotten a promotion at work and was doing better than ever professionally. It was like my divorce had freed him to become the person he'd always wanted to be, while I was stuck in this tiny apartment, working the same boring job and struggling to pay my bills. The final blow came when I saw their engagement photos on social media. They looked like something out of a magazine, both of them glowing and confident and obviously crazy about each other. Gary looked happier than I'd ever seen him, even in our early dating photos. That's when I realized that Gary had never been the problem in our marriage. The problem was that I'd never been the right person for him. And instead of accepting that and letting him go, I'd spent years trying to change him into someone who would make me happy. But even with that realization, I couldn't bring myself to be genuinely happy for him. Part of me still believed that if he'd just tried harder with me, if he'd been more attentive and romantic from the beginning, none of this would have happened. I know everyone thinks I should be grateful that Gary and I both found our way to better situations, but honestly, I'm just angry. Angry that he got to move on so easily while I'm still dealing with the consequences of choices we both made. Angry that he found someone perfect while I'm alone. Angry that everyone sees him as the good guy in this story when he's just as responsible for our marriage falling apart as I am. At the end of the day, Gary abandoned our marriage the moment things got difficult instead of fighting for what we built together. He took the easy way out by finding someone new instead of doing the hard work of fixing what was broken between us. But somehow, I'm the one who ended up with nothing while he got everything he ever wanted.